As women, I bet most of us find it much easier to give than to receive. And I think it is one of the fundamental problems that we face and why most of us are so deeply depleted by the time we hit middle age. I know this one. We are taught that giving is a virtue, an act of generosity. Giving is loving, giving is selfless. But what if always being the giver isn't quite as selfless as what we think? What else might be going on behind our desire to give? And what might it be costing us and the person on the receiving end? Hi, this is Elisa from the Rebel Crone, and around here we like to uncover the hidden layers behind what we do. So today, let's do a little detective work on this whole virtue of giving. Face it, women are ninja givers. Seriously. We are masters at this stuff. We remember birthdays, we bring food when someone is sick, we notice when someone needs help before they even ask for it. We are always there with the answers and with the casserole. We take care of children and partners and parents and friends and animals and households and on and on and on, and it even goes into the workplace. We anticipate, we accommodate. We make sure everybody has what they need. Now, for generations, women have been taught that this is what a good woman does. She gives, and then she gives, and then she gives some more. Now, fortunately, I think a lot of us have begun to question the part where we're supposed to give until there's nothing left. We've learned about boundaries. We've learned about self-care. We've learned that we can't keep putting ourselves dead last and expect that to turn out well, especially for us. Now, here's what I've been noticing. One I don't hear women talking about nearly as much as I think they should, and that's learning how to receive. Truly receive. Not giving something to ourselves. I mean, that's good to receive that, but actually receiving something from somebody else. And those two aren't the same, right? So this came up for me recently when a friend came over to my house bearing gifts. She had bought me 2 beautiful artisan shirts she had found and thought I would love, and I did, and I was so surprised. Almost immediately upon opening my present, I felt this deep urge to run into my bedroom and grab the gift I was going to give her for Christmas. Right then. Don't wait. Quickly, give her something back, Elisa. She gave to me, now I need to reciprocate in real time, and then balance will be restored. At least that's what some part of me seemed to think. Fortunately, this time I caught myself doing it. I thought, Elisa, what are you doing? Why can't you just stand there and receive these beautiful shirts? Why do you have to immediately give something back? So what did I do? I didn't. It was very uncomfortable. But I sat there and I thanked her and I let myself enjoy what she'd given to me. And I let her enjoy giving it to me, which sounds ridiculously simple, but it wasn't. There was a real pull in me to reciprocate immediately. But learning how to receive has been the singular focus for me right now. So that compulsion got me curious. What was that all about? And why is this so hard for me and for many women? I started thinking about the unspoken rules we have around giving. Now stay with me as we work through this. Someone gives you something, and now, in a way, you are in their debt. You think you owe them. There is an imbalance. And because of that imbalance, we feel uncomfortable. But here it is. There's a very easy way to make that feeling go away of being uncomfortable. Quickly give something back. And if we give something back right away, then the debt is clear. And the universal balance has been achieved, thank God, once again. We're even. Everything is restored. But wait, was there ever really an imbalance in the first place just because somebody gave us something? My friend gave me something, I received it. Maybe that was completion right in there. That was the complete exchange. Maybe I've been confusing reciprocity with reciprocation because those aren't the same thing. If you give something to me and I genuinely receive it, then maybe the loop is complete and balance has been achieved. You gave, I received, done, complete. But if I immediately give you something back, I haven't completed the cycle of your gift. I've started another exchange. Here's something else to consider. Maybe sometimes our compulsive giving isn't entirely about generosity. Maybe it's really about discomfort and an inability to be vulnerable, our wanting to be in control. Because think about it. When I'm the giver, I'm in the active position. I decide what to give. I decide when to give it. I decide how much. I'm on top, so to speak. Receiving puts me in a very different position. Someone else initiates. Something comes towards me. There's a very different experience. And for some of us, I think it may be the harder one of the two. Maybe that's why we can be so quick to turn ourselves back into the giver, because it's familiar territory. We know how to be useful. We know how to take care of people. We know how to give. It's the seat of our power, the giver, or so we have been taught. Here's where I think we may have gotten giving and receiving a little backward. We've made giving the virtue, but giving can't exist without receiving. Duh, we know that. They are a pair. Every act of giving needs someone willing to receive it. Think about a little kid who comes running into the house absolutely bursting with pride because they've brought you something. Maybe it's a flower, maybe it's a rock, maybe it's a picture they drew, or maybe it's a dead frog. And there they are holding this dead frog out to you like they've just presented you with the crown jewels. Well, what do you do as a mother? Hopefully you receive the darn dead frog, because you understand the gift isn't really the frog. The gift is the giving from the child's heart. You see the joy on their little face. You understand that receiving what they're offering is part of loving them. And you don't think, oh no, now I'm in frog debt. You don't run outside to find another dead thing to present to the child so that you can feel better about yourself, so that the scorecard is even. The child gave, you received, the exchange is complete. We understand that instinctively with children, right? But where do we miss that as adults? Someone gives you a compliment and we bat it away. Oh, this old thing. Someone offers to help us and we say, no, I got it. Someone buys lunch and immediately we say, I'll get the next one. Someone gives us a gift and some of us apparently want to sprint into the bedroom to find something to give back. What are we actually doing? Because if we can't receive, we're not just depriving ourselves, we're also taking something away from the giver. Think about my friend. She found these shirts. She thought of me. She bought them. She chose them for me. She came over excited to give them to me. There was pleasure in that for her. Her giving needed somewhere to land. That was my part of the exchange. That was my job and my only job. If I immediately ran off and found something to give her because I couldn't tolerate being the receiver, it would have changed the moment completely, and I would have put myself back in the familiar role of the giver. There I am giving again. But by simply receiving, something else became possible. My friend got to give, and I got to be given too. There's a complete exchange that just occurred, and maybe that's what we've missed. Receiving isn't what happens while we're waiting for our turn to give back. What I propose is receiving isn't one half of the exchange, it is the exchange. I think this is worth paying attention to, especially for those of us who have spent a lifetime becoming ninja-level givers, because maybe the next step isn't learning how to give more wisely. Maybe it's learning how to fully participate in the other side of the exchange, not just with gifts. Can you receive a compliment without immediately minimizing it? Can somebody do something nice for you without your mind starting a little scoreboard? Can you accept help without feeling weak or guilty? Can you let someone care for you? Can you allow yourself occasionally to be the one who is being given to? The next time someone gives you something, a gift, a compliment, their help, their time, whatever, just notice what happens inside of you. Don't judge it. Just notice how you feel. What is your impulse? And then ask yourself, is this exchange actually out of balance by me simply receiving? Maybe my part right now is simply to do just that. Then try something radical. Be the rebel with the cause, with a good cause. Like, don't give back. Don't bat it away. Don't minimize it. Just take the ding-dang gift and say thank you. Feel whatever discomfort comes up and keep it to yourself. Say nothing more. Leave the exchange alone. Let the gift land. So what I'm saying is that after a lifetime of mastering giving, while neglecting the receiving part, maybe what we need isn't to become better givers, obviously. Maybe we need to become whole participants in one exchange. To give when it's ours to give and receive when it's ours to receive. Two separate things, two separate loops. Because learning to receive doesn't make us less generous. Receiving is what allows an act of generosity to become complete. And it's not always about us or our comfort. Why not just give the gift of allowing someone to fully give to you? Until next time, my advice, keep questioning the things we've been told are unquestionably true. You never know what you might find hiding underneath them and what that will do to restore a sense of wholeness and balance to your life.